concept of the end times or the last days is a prominent theme in the Bible, particularly in the New Testament. According to Christian belief, the end times refer to a period of great tribulation and turmoil that will precede the second coming of Jesus Christ and the final judgment of all people. The specific details and interpretations of the end times vary among different Christian denominations and scholars. The book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible, describes a series of catastrophic events that will occur before the second coming of Christ. These include wars, natural disasters, plagues, and the rise of a global government under a charismatic leader known as the Antichrist. The book also describes the persecution of Christians and the final battle between the forces of good and evil. Many Christians believe that the signs of the end times are already being fulfilled in the world today. These signs may include the increase in wars and conflicts, the rise of globalism and the erosion of national sovereignty, the increase in natural disasters, the spread of false teachings and apostasy within the church, and the persecution of Christians. However, it is important to note that the concept of the end times is a matter of interpretation and belief. While some Christians may see current events as signs of the end times, others may interpret them differently or may not believe in the literal fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Ultimately, the timing and nature of the end times remain a mystery that only God knows. The book of Revelation, also known as the Apocalypse of John, is the final book of the New Testament and the Bible. It is a highly symbolic and apocalyptic work that has been the subject of much debate and interpretation throughout history. The book is traditionally attributed to the Apostle John, who is believed to have received a series of visions from God while exiled on the island of Patmos. The visions are described in a series of letters to 7 churches in Asia Minor, which are followed by a series of prophetic visions that culminate in the second coming of Christ and the final judgment of all people. The book is written in a highly symbolic and metaphorical style, and many of its images and symbols have been the subject of intense interpretation and debate. Some of the key themes and symbols in the book include the number 7. 7 is a recurring number in the book, representing completeness and perfection. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. These are 4 horsemen who represent conquest, war, famine, and death, and are seen as heralds of the end times. The woman and the dragon. A woman gives birth to a male child who is pursued by a dragon, representing the persecution of Christians by Satan. The mark of the beast, a mark that is placed on the forehead or right hand of people who worship the Antichrist, and is seen as a symbol of loyalty to him. The Battle of Armageddon, a final battle in which the forces of good and evil clash, culminating in the second coming of Christ and the final judgment. The book of Revelation has been the subject of much interpretation and debate throughout history, and there are a wide range of views on its meaning and significance. Some interpret it literally as a prophecy of future events, while others see it as a symbolic representation of the ongoing spiritual struggle between good and evil. Regardless of one's interpretation, the book of Revelation remains a powerful and enduring work that has inspired and challenged Christians for centuries.